Hello and welcome to Prime. We also welcome the views of Cheap Punjab in the US. First, let's take a look at the headlines. CBI slaps fresh charges on Raja. Former Telecom Minister claims Chidambaram was party to all 2G decisions. Rahul Gandhi in Srinagar on two-day visit. Says understands pain of Kashmiris. SED's plans to move resolution on Bhullar in Assembly in trouble. Congress, BJP decide to oppose it. And the big three all set for the battle for Hisar as filing of nominations comes to a close. And now news in detail. The Central Bureau of Investigation has filed fresh charges in connection with the 2G spectrum allocation scam, seeking life imprisonment for all the accused. Till now, the charges against the accused could have led them to a maximum imprisonment of 7 years. The CBI has now imposed Section 409, which is criminal breach of public trust, pushing for life imprisonment for the accused found guilty. These charges will affect several high-profile accused, including former Telecom Minister A. Raja, DMK MP Kanimuri and Swan Telecom Chief Shahid Balwa. However, Raja's lawyer told the court that Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram was party to all the decisions taken in connection with the 2G spectrum allocation. In a related development, the hearing of Janata Party Chief Subramaniam Swamy's application pleading for Chidambaram to be made an accused in the 2G case was deferred till 12th October. Law Minister Salman Khurshid today downplayed the issue of the Finance Ministry note on 2G allocation, which has prompted the opposition to demand the resignation of P. Chidambaram, saying the document does not contain anything worrisome. On former Telecom Minister A. Raja pleading that Home Minister P. Chidambaram be summoned and examined as a witness in the 2G spectrum allocation case, Salman Khurshid said these were just discussions on the case and the judge has not taken any final decision.
ये है कि बहुत सारी बातें किसी भी जब कोर्ट में बहस होती है तो बहुत सारी बातें कही जाती हैं, कभी बढ़ा चढ़ा के कही जाती हैं, कभी घटा के कही जाती हैं, लेकिन वो जज जिसको स्वीकार करे और जज जिसको स्वीकार करने के बाद अपना निर्णय दे दे, उस निर्णय पर बहुत समझदारी और सूझबूझ के साथ प्रतिक्रिया हो सकती है। बहस पर प्रतिक्रिया करना मैं समझता हूं उचित कतई नहीं है।
Congress President Sonia Gandhi today held separate meetings with Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee and Home Minister P. Chidambaram, stepping in to diffuse the raging row over the controversial Finance Ministry note on 2G spectrum allocation. Before meetings, Sonia, shortly after her return from the US, Mukherjee told reporters that Chidambaram is a valuable colleague and a pillar of strength. Chidambaram drove past waiting reporters after meeting Gandhi at her 10 Janpath residence without saying a word. This was Chidambaram's first meeting with Gandhi after controversy broke out last week over the note to the PMO on the stand taken by him when he was the finance minister. And Prime Minister Manmohan Singh turned 79 today. Manmohan Singh was born in 1932 in Gabegal village in what now lies in Punjab province of present-day Pakistan. He is presently on an official tour to New York. An accomplished economist turned politician, he was credited with formulating sweeping economic reforms in the 1990s that were pro-middle class. He had proved his credibility as an able economist who understood the sensitivities of the Indian Aam Aadmi. Meanwhile, Congress workers held an ardas at the Harmandir Sahib for Dr. Manmohan Singh's good health and long life.
ये सच्चे पातशाह उन्होंने स्वस्थ और लंबी जिंदगी दे और जिस ढंग दे नाल उन्होंने देश और देशवासियों की सेवा की है प्रधानमंत्री के तौर पर और ईमानदारी की मिसाल पैदा की है सारी दुनिया के विच, उस वास्ते भी असी आशीर्वाद मंगते हैं।
उन्होंने जो देश के वास्ते किया, सच्चे ईमानदार और नेक आदमी, इस तरह का प्राइम मिनिस्टर दूसरा जल्दी से पैदा होना बहुत मुश्किल है।
The 9-day session of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly began today in Srinagar. Issues relating to the clemency plea of Afzal Guru, unmarked graves and human rights are likely to dominate the proceedings. Fireworks are expected when the Assembly debates on September 28. The resolution moved by independent MLA Sheikh Abdul Rashid seeking clemency for Guru, who is on death row for his role in the attack on Parliament in December 2001. While the People's Democratic Party has already made it clear that it will support the clemency resolution, the BJP has decided to oppose it. The fate of the resolution, however, will be decided by the decision taken on it by coalition partners, National Conference and Congress. Both are undecided on the issue yet. On a visit to the valley, Rahul Gandhi today struck an emotional chord with Kashmir University students, saying he understands the pain of Kashmiris as he was a Kashmiri himself. Addressing around 1,000 students at the university's convention center, the 41-year-old AICC General Secretary said he also understood the language of violence as his family had been a victim of violence. After his introduction by Kashmir University Vice Chancellor Talat Ahmed, Gandhi gave his own introduction and said his approach was to connect with the youth.
I have to come to Kashmir for the Youth Congress membership and to try and bring youngsters into the political system like we're doing in other states. I went to the university today and had a very nice interaction with the students. I listened to them, I heard what they had to say. I just met some of the panches and sarpanches, the elected members here, had a very good discussion with them, and just now I met the Congress leadership as well. So I've had a very nice day and I'm very happy to be here in Kashmir.
Meanwhile, BJP has decided to hold statewide demonstration against the proposed resolution favouring clemency for Parliament attack convict Afzal Guru on 28 September. The issue is stated to be taken up by Jammu and Kashmir Assembly on 28 September.
That if they are saying that the hanging of Guru would disturb the situation in Kashmir Valley, we say if it is not done, it would disturb the situation in the entire country. BJP spokesperson Jitendra Singh alleged that the issue had triggered competitive politics between NC and PDP, with both the parties trying their best to appease separatists on the issue. To another question on the centre's interlocutors, the BJP state chief said that they had rejected the interlocutors and did not recognize them, as both Dilip Padgaonkar and Radha Kumar had relations with the anti-Indian elements. Bureau Report, Day and Night News.
We are joined in on the phone line from Srinagar by Professor Ghulam Mohammad Wani, Dean Political Science Department of Kashmir University. Good evening, Professor Wani. Rahul Gandhi has visited Ladakh as well as Srinagar, held meetings with students, addressed a youth congress function, and yet he has said that he didn't visit the valley for any political reasons. Do you buy that line?
No, in fact, that is something that one may not easily buy. For one or two very important reasons. Apparently, the reason for his visit was that he had come for connecting with the youth, for a youth drive into the Congress party, for membership drive, etc. But there are some two or three very important issues connected to his visit to the valley at this point of time, rather to the Jammu and Kashmir state. One that at all India level, yes, you find there is a certain transition going on within the Congress party, and that transition may also take place even at the level of the government after Dr. Manmohan Singh completes his tenure. So Rahul Gandhi is trying to actually assert his position within the party once that transition takes place, and also in fact to prepare a ground for his own transition to the government at some stage. But coming to the Jammu and Kashmir state, though apparently it was shown that he had come for organizational issues, but I think more than that, Jammu and Kashmir is very important. from the point of view of politics, larger Indian politics, and from the point of view of the ideology of the Indian National Congress itself.
Professor Wani, do you think Rahul Gandhi's efforts will act like a balm on the wounds of Kashmiris?
Well, it certainly depends upon many things. Merely the visit of Rahul Gandhi is not going to help, but it definitely will help in one way, because youth are at the forefront. For last 3 summers we have seen that the killings of the youth have taken place, and today what we are seeing is that once Rahul Gandhi said that I am a Kashmiri, I understand the pain and suffering of the Kashmiris, and then he took some very bold questions from the youth in the university, where the youth, Kashmiri youth, did express that we are being harassed, intimidated in the rest of the India once we go for studies or for doing any other trade or business activity. And Rahul Gandhi heard them and in fact assured them that I am going to take up these matters at whatever level in Delhi, and I will facilitate their engagement with, in fact, other ministries at Delhi. In that sense, I think there is a certain chance, certain opportunity for the younger generation led by Rahul Gandhi to more meaningfully engage and connect with the youth in Kashmir.
Right.
So that is not the only way.
Right.
There are other ways, because primarily you see there are other very important issues in the larger Kashmir conundrum.
Tell us, Professor Wani, do you think this will have any bearing, positive or otherwise, on the alliance between National Conference and the Congress Party?
I don't think there are minor frictions in the coalition government, and these frictions are not exceptional to Jammu and Kashmir. These happen in coalition governments. And more particularly at this point of time, Umar Abdullah had a very safe summer in 2011. I don't think there are major problems at that front. But of course, there is a certain equation between Umar Abdullah and Rahul Gandhi. I don't at that level it is going to have Rahul's major engagement probably was to in fact strike an equation with Kashmir at a slightly more broader level.
Right. My last question to you, Professor Wani, does his visit reinforce the general sense that the valley is regaining normalcy and it is safe to venture out and hold public meetings?
No, in fact, the public meetings have been going on, and we also had not only assembly and parliamentary elections, but even more importantly, the panchayat elections also. By and large, the violence has gone down. There is a movement for peace. There is a movement for reconciliation and dialogue, and everybody, all stakeholders are unanimous on one point, that dialogue is the only way forward. But one visit by one person or by one political organization and its leaders does not essentially make a sense at this point of time,
right,
when there are other issues to be taken up.
Right, Professor Wani, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are also joined in on the phone line from Srinagar by Bashir Manzar, editor of Kashmir Images. Good evening, Bashir ji. आप इस विजिट को कैसे इंटरप्रेट कर रहे हैं, राहुल गांधी की विजिट को?
देखिए, when we talk about Rahul Gandhi's visit, people have been visiting Kashmir from last so many years when the trouble started here. But Rahul's visit, because it's a maiden visit, he has first time visited Kashmir as sort of a national leader. And his decision to visit the Kashmir University and interact with the youth. So he had come here to enroll people into Congress, but when he decided to visit the university, he made it very clear that his university visit is not a political visit, but he wants to visit university to interact with the Kashmiri youth and listen to them and see what Kashmiri young people are saying. So that way it's a very positive step.
उन्होंने आज अपने आप को एक कश्मीरी बताते हुए कश्मीरियों की मुश्किलों को समझने की बात कही है. इस बात के बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, वो कश्मीरी ओरिजिन के हैं, इसमें कोई शक है नहीं.
जी.
Undoubtedly, this family is originally from